Good morning. How the hell are ya? It is 2020, day one. Let's go. Let's do this. But you know what? Let's do it in a different way. Let's do it in a way that is a little cleaner, a little more ethical than last year. A way where you're not feeling as panicked, as nervous, as anxious. A way where you're actually being of service, helpful, useful, and in exchange for that, you're making money. And let's do it in a way that is organic. Now, first of all, let me break down organic for you. And you hear me talk about this a lot. But unless you've got a lot of money to invest, kind of getting yourself up to speed with paid strategies, you really need to master some organic principles. Notice I said principles. I didn't say techniques. Hey, Bob. The techniques flow from the principles, but you've got to understand the principles, especially now because it seems like over the last 6 months, maybe a year, quote unquote organic has been all the rage. But what's been happening, hi Jackie, is that people have been teaching the same sort of low integrity, douchey kind of strategies. It's not exactly that they've been teaching the same ones. It's that the same level of willingness to be skeevy and douchey and unethical has found its way into organic marketing that used to exist heavily in paid marketing. In other words, that sort of feeling that it's unethical marketers selling you whatever they can and teaching you how to sell in a way that matches their lack of ethics has permeated the organic space. I have had several conversations over the last year, particularly the last 6 months, wherein I was privy to confidential discussions about some of the big names in organic marketing or just marketing in general who had been preaching, teaching, selling organic strategies. So let me tell you some of the stuff that is not ethical, some of the stuff that does make you a skeevy douche-sickle. Hope you like that, by the way, skeevy douche-sickle. When you reach out to befriend someone and immediately pitch them, that is awful. Make no mistake, that is awful. Nobody likes that, okay? Even if you are getting some sales from it, it's short-lived. It's a low quality thing to do. It's a low value activity. And what I mean by low value is not does it bring money or not. It's the kind of activity that low value people participate in. And I don't want you to be a low value person. So let's talk a little bit about what my conception of organic marketing is not. It is not ever pushy. Totally pisses Bob off. And it totally pisses us all off. So I want you to be skilled at organic marketing principles so that you don't have to worry about ever coming across as a douchebag, ever coming across as one of those icky marketers, ever coming across as pushy, ever coming across as crossing boundaries or being inappropriate. And yet, you're still making great money so that ultimately you can get enough resources behind you that you can scale with paid content and paid ads. That's what I want for you. So the principles that underlie good organic marketing have never changed. It's been the same since long before social media, since long before the internet. And that is this: when people know you long enough and see you frequently enough, some of those people will move through the know, like, and trust to trusting you. Of the people that trust you, some of them will buy from you. It's that simple. And this is not a hack. It's not a tip. It's not a trick. It's not a tactic. It's just human nature, right? All things being equal, we're going to buy from someone we trust. Now, you know this is true, right? Of course you do. I mean, hopefully when I say it that way, you say, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I don't see how it could ever be otherwise. So, what I've seen in analyzing a lot of organic marketing strategies is some good principle stuff mixed with some pushy, aggressive, icky, douchey stuff. And I am a living testament, my students are living testaments, that you don't need the icky, douchey part. You don't need it. What you need is to have a lot of people be aware of you. Because the more who are aware of you, who you are front and center, you are top of mind for them, the more will ultimately buy from you. It's that simple, guys. That's how easy it is. The more who are aware of you, the bigger your sort of top of funnel audience, the more people will buy from you. And so what I want you to understand is you don't need to do any of those things that you don't feel good about doing. And if you're some sort of younger generation marketing sociopath who doesn't have a problem cold outreaching everyone, please do me a huge favor. Jump off this live stream right now and go shoot yourself in the head. Okay, would you do that for me? Would you please get off of my live stream and go shoot yourself? I cannot stand you guys. And you justify the behavior with, well, all the no's are getting me to a yes and all this crap. But it's just awful. It's awful, and you're awful when you do it. You may be a good person somewhere in that skeevy shell of yours, but that behavior is disgusting. So get the hell away from me, get the hell away from my people, and do us all a favor, go shoot yourself. It doesn't have to be in the head. Shoot yourself in the arm, okay? Shoot yourself in the foot. Actually, you're already shooting yourself in the foot by that behavior. It's not sustainable. For those of you that would like to know how to get the customers ethically, get them without any of that douchebaggery, then let's go back to the idea of the principles of basic client attraction and outreach. Organic, paid, doesn't really matter. The principle is the more people who know you, the more people will like you. The more who like you, the more will trust you. The more who trust you, the more who will buy from you. Does that make sense? So, if that makes sense, then we can move on to the next piece. The question now becomes, how do you get yourself in front of a large audience? How do you grow an audience of, let's say, millions? And then how do you move those millions through to getting the thousands who will buy from you? Well, conventional wisdom says that you have to pay a lot of money for ads to build up a cold audience, right? To warm up a cold audience. Conventional wisdom will cost you 100 times what you need to spend to build that warm audience. Instead of that, instead of hiring an ads manager for $3,000 a month and allocating a $4,000 or $5,000 budget to your ads every month and going through 30, 60, 90 days of optimization before the thing starts to take hold, and by the way, you've just spent $25,000 to get to that 90-day mark. Instead of that, get yourself a Facebook page, start making meaningful content that positions you as an expert, but more importantly, shows your personality and your passion, and start boosting that content from your Facebook page, preferably via videos, short videos, and do one a day. And just boost them for $1 a day. Let them run for 7 or 10 days. At the end of each one, decide if you like the reach it's gotten. If you like the reach that it's gotten, you reboost it, and you just keep that rolling. And the most amazing thing will happen. People always ask me, so where's the mechanism? You know, how do you guide them to a sales page? Well, I boosted my audience. I grew my boosted audience, my retarget audience, to 1 million people this year. And I have not even put any meaningful sort of middle of funnel pieces in place yet. It's been 100% organic, except that I'm spending money on the boosts. And by the way, that 1 million people, it cost me less than $500 a month. It cost me less than $500 a month to achieve that. And what happens is the people who like what you do on your page just matriculate over to your profile. You get more followers, you get more likes, you get more people who have triggered Facebook to show them your content when it comes out. Then I do these live streams every day. The end result is two things, two powerful things. One is more people come to me ready to buy. Two is I have created higher and higher levels of service for people that include higher and higher prices, and I've got people taking me up on them. And so the result of all that is almost quadrupling my income through these efforts from last year, 2018, to 2019. Almost quadrupled, just shy of 4xing my income. Now, a lot of people talk about 10xing, right? You hear that a lot, but how many people do you know who actually made 4 times as much in 2019 as they did in 2018? Well, you know at least one. And so it's all from this ethical strategies for organic promotion. I don't ever reach out cold, not ever. In fact, 80% of the people who work with me and pay me money come to me. They come to me asking. And the other 20% is just simple things like I just put offers out on Facebook. I just completed it's like a PDF, I guess. And it's the 10-step organic marketing process. And I didn't even know it was going to be 10 steps, which is so cool. By the time I got done with it, I was like, wow, this falls neatly into 10 steps. And because I have good faith with people and they know that I can get results, I put a simple, just finished this. It's great. It's not quite ready to release yet, but if you want it for half price, you can get it now. Just put a simple post out there that said that. Got 4 people who said yes. I will probably get another 10 before it's ready to even distribute. So now that's not going to be life-changing income, but the point is the trust is high enough that I can do that. That's the point. And the trust is high enough because I never ever do anything to upset that trust. You'll never see me just reaching out to you cold. Never going to happen. You'll never see me doing any of that skeevy, icky marketing stuff. That's never going to happen. Instead, I'm going to focus virtually all my efforts on earning your trust and showing you that I have the skills I say I have. So I'm going to prove my ability. I'm going to show you my personality, and I'm going to earn your trust. That's how to think about organic marketing, right there. Show your ability, show your personality, earn trust. It's that simple. Ta-da! So, anyone on this call who would like to grab the new PDF, the Coach's Organic Marketing Blueprint PDF, at half the price it's going to be once it's fully released, all you have to do is put a message in here that says, send me the blueprint. You put send me the blueprint here, and you can get it for $300 before it's a pre-release offer. It's only good for a couple of days until my lovely and erstwhile assistant completes the ebook or the PDF or whatever you want to call it. It is a written document that will show you step by step everything you need to do to start attracting more clients. It's a no-brainer, by the way. Every single person who has followed this system has started to make more money. Every single person. The only people who have struggled with it are the ones who, for whatever reason, don't follow the whole thing. Hey, Dan, they follow part of it, or they don't follow it, and then you can't change those people. But every single one of my students who has followed this has made lots more money, got lots more clients, and had a revolutionary 2019 because of it. Every one of them. You want the same thing I taught them? If you get it now, before release, like pre-release, you can get it for $300. Just say, send me the blueprint in the chat below. I'll send it out to you. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And moving into 2020, let's get our organic marketing dialed in, but let's also not be skeevy douche-sickles, okay? Awesome.